Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. I'm hoping y'all can hear me. And I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiance The Single Life, Season 4, Episode 3, Debbie Tells Lies. Let's get into it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie that lies, sweet old auntie. Auntie that waits. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Season 4, Episode 3, Debbie Tells Lies, I will rate this episode a D. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what you all would rate this episode. I thought it was a dud. Okay, a straight up dud. Okay. Now I have this on subscribers mode because I believe my moderator is out today. So yeah. I apologize for all of you all who are not subscribers and are unable to chat down in the comment section. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God. So I got an F, a F minus, a D minus. Oh my goodness. Hey, lovely. Hey, lovely beauty 85. I think that when I was writing my notes and stuff down for this particular episode, I think that I have outgrown this. I think that that is why I'm having a problem with this show. Because I can see past the fool la la, and the fool la la, quite frankly, irritates me. And so I think that that is the reason why I don't like doing this show. But I asked y'all told me y'all wanted me to do it, and I'm gonna remind you all every time I have to do it that I'm doing it for you. So so let me bring up these ridiculous mofos, okay? So the first person that we're going to talk about, let me make sure he the first person, is John. Now, John, of course, we all know is the brother of Patrick and Thea, who were on 90 Day. And he was a good kiki in the car while he was on there. But now him being on the show, I find him to be extremely boring. So, of course, he is a single guy. He says that he has been single by choice and all of that kind of crap. Let me see what he said. Basically, right now, he is dating a young lady by the name of Megan out of San Antonio, Texas. They've been dating for 4 months. Now, he says that he went out there to visit her and that, they had great, and, he likes her and everything, but he doesn't want to be a dad or hasn't imagined himself being a dad. And so, he is dating her and everything. And child by he went to, like I said, he went to go and see her. And we're going to see what happens next out of this relationship. The next person that I want to talk about is Tim. Tim of course, you all know, had been on 90 Day Fiance. And he was dating a young lady out of Colombia. He seems to love the Colombian women. And he says that he believes that they're sexy and very feminine and all of that kind of stuff. But okay, let's talk about Paola or whatever the hell her name was. I didn't think that there was much about her that was sexy or feminine. But okay. Well, I mean, she was sexy, but I don't know about all of that feminine stuff. But I guess it matters on, how you define femininity. But anyway, I digress. So, of course, he went last week to a speed dating type of function, and he ran into Louise, is that her name, Louise? He ran into her, and this was someone that he had been talking to before, but the two of them never could get together. And just by coincidence, the two of them got together, and now he's dating her. And so we see him putting on his gear and all of that. I just love the way he dressed. But that pink coat that was coming down that street, him in that pink coat, it did not, like, that was just a little bit too much for me, right? And I just was like, okay, where we going with this? But nevertheless, he, met with her, and they went to go and play croquet. And she was, like, kind of making like little passes and stuff like that. And she was saying she likes to kiss. And she said, "You want me to show you how?" And he was like, "No, I move kind of slow." According to him, he really likes her and everything, but yeah, we're going to see how this works. I think that a lot of people have questioned Tim because Tim was dating this woman in Colombia. He had stayed with her for quite some time. I know it was like at least 2 weeks to a month. And he never, went across that line with her, like never. And so I think that with the way that he acted during his season, coupled with the fact that he's dressing this way, a lot of people have been questioning, what Tim is, what Tim believe in, and all of that kind of stuff. I say, you know what, do you? Ain't no judgment over here. Whatever you are, be the best that you can be. But we'll see what happens with him. It was just basically an introduction of Tim in this particular episode. And so we are just not going to spend the time there. The next person that I want to talk about that was on the show was Chantel. Now, we all know that Chantel is in Greece with her 4 friends, right? And Chantel allegedly is out there looking for love. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, I just don't believe that Chantel is out there looking for love. I believe that this is just something to pass her time for her to get that TLC money, because I am absolutely not invested in Chantel. She gets up in the morning and, she's showing us her new bikini. She has her 3 friends with her. I think one is her hairdresser, one was her stylist, I think, and then is her childhood friend. And they're out there, and she had met a guy prior, the night before, at a club and it was the date was set up by a guy that they went to go and visit when they went to go and crush olives. And so he hooked her up with this football player, soccer. And so she is at the resort, and she's telling her, 2 little friends that they're going to go out and visit this guy. And they're like, okay, whatever. And she tells them that it's 4 hours away from the resort. And so, of course, they like, what the hell? And so they decide that they're going to go with her. She says that, this could possibly be love that she would be missing out on if she did not go. And so they're like, oh, okay, Chantel, we'll go. And so we see them on their way driving or riding to the destination. And he calls her and tells her to, get ready. So in the van or the car or whatever they in, she starts undressing herself and wants them to hold up, like a blanket or a towel or something, so that, she won't be seen being naked in the car. But then the outfit that she had on was like a real hot pink, and it had like rhinestones and all of that stuff on it. And it just was too small. It was too small. And I'm thinking, you're going out here to meet the guy, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but you just don't have to advertise and show everything. That sucker was too small for her, and they was trying to fix her up. But I'm just like, is this what we doing now? I don't know how many of you all watch the Sister Wives review that I did the other day, where we had a discussion about online dating, and two of your cousins, okay, was talking to me about it. And I'm just saying, when you've been out of the dating scene for so many years, you don't know what the rules are anymore. And bitch, if this is the rules, if I gotta be ass out naked, you know what I'm saying, in order to get a date or to be attracted to somebody, I just ain't got it to do. It was just too revealing, and I'm thinking there's no way in the world that I would be having myself out like that. But Chantel is nervous and all of this kind of stuff. She wants to be accepted. Woo. But I'm just like, girl, it's just too much. The next person that I want to talk about is Natalie. Now, of course, Natalie is in California. She is still married to Michael officially, right? And she is dating this guy named Josh. Now, from the previous seasons, I understand she had been dating him, but of course, I wasn't reviewing this doing that. So, this is an old love of hers where things didn't go right. But she moves out to LA because she wants to, have an acting career and all of that kind of stuff. And she's alleging that she wants to be in a relationship with him. But what I see her doing is basically using men, in my opinion, for her survival. She got Mike to marry her, which I think that a lot of us was like, Lord, please don't let it happen. But she got Mike to marry her, and she's, now living here in the United States. She came over here, in my opinion, and she was using Mike, and she got exactly what she wanted from him. And so they went last episode, to go and look at an apartment, and she was saying, she didn't have all this money. Of course, her mother is here. And so, she wants, a pillar and a post for her and her mama to live in. And of course, she wants to make it appear that she's living this life that she's not really living, right? Because she broker than a joker. She had already indicated to George that she had to sell her car and all of that stuff, and she ain't got no damn, that girl ain't got no money. So of course she's going to have to, probably suck and duck, okay, in order to, get her way. But anyway, they had talked with the the leasing agent, and she was saying that George needed to be a guarantee, to guarantee the rent. And so we find out this week that in order for him to not have his name on there, okay, for her ass, that he went and paid extra money for the apartment so it could be in her name. And I was like, that's the smartest thing that I've seen anybody do on 90 Day Fiance, bitch, since I've been covering it. That was smart of him to not find himself being in that debt with that damn flighty ass woman. So anyway, they got in their apartment. It's by the sea, by the ocean and the beach and all of that kind of stuff. And the mother was like, let's invite Michael. And so, Natalie was like, okay, I guess we will, whatever, later on. But of course, we know that Michael has been, her sponsor, and that he is financially responsible for Natalie according to the K-1 visa process for the next 10 years. So I suspect that, some of the money that she does have, okay, is probably coming from Michael. So George said that he wanted to make an impression with her mother. So, they all met down in a restaurant and everything. And of course, she wants, him to make up for the fact that he did not pick them up from the airport. And of course, the mother brings that up during the conversation, but it wasn't no big deal. And so he had said, tell me something about Natalie. And so the mother said she started a drama club, right? She had talked about the drama club that she started. And she said she was in trouble a lot. Okay, no, he asked, was she in trouble a lot? And she said, not in school, but now she started to complain more. The mother said that Natalie was a very good child, but now she's soft and sensitive and needs to soften her approach. And so, of course, he doesn't understand, what the mother is saying. And so Natalie was like, I find it really hard to interpret what my mother is saying. And so Josh was like, well, go ahead on and give it a good shot, right? And so, of course, she was like, well, my mother said that she wants me to be with a man that's reliable. That is not what the hell her mother said. Her mother said nothing like that. And the mother is just basically feeling some kind of way about Natalie's ass. Okay. I mean, and it just is what it is. I'm just like, you know what? This is some bull crap. Instead of her telling the truth, she told a lie. But that's how Natalie is, because she doesn't want, him to think anything about her. The next and the last person that we're going to be covering tonight is Debbie. Now, Debbie, of course, is, without Osama, although every episode we hear about Osama. If Osama is out of the picture, we don't need to hear about it. So she's in the car with her son, who is taking her, shopping. And she tells her son that Osama is still texting her and still trying to get in contact with her. And so the son was like, okay, there's a block button. Why don't you just block his ass? If you're not interested, go ahead on and block him. And so she was like, I'm on a dating site and all this kind of stuff. And he was like, make sure, whoever you date, you get the name, social security number and all of that. And so she tells her son that she's going to, go out on a date with him, but that she lied about her age. And she lied about her age 10 years. Instead of her saying that she's 67 years old, Debbie has put on her profile that she's 57. Bitch, anybody looking at Debbie can look at Debbie and see that she is not 57 years old. I'm around that age. Not Debbie, bitch, okay? So how in the hell can Debbie looking like that look like this? I'm just asking for a friend. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying I'm what the new 50 plus damn near 60 look like. Debbie looks her age and she doesn't look bad. It's just the damn clothing that she's wearing. Come up to date, boo. We are not in the Victorian era. You got to come up with your fashions, your style, cut some of that fucking hair off, reinvent like just keep up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that Debbie's an ugly person. I just think that she just needs to spruce her damn self up. Spruce up. Anyway, I digress. And so she goes out on a date with a gentleman. What was the name of his name? By the name of Russ. And so, Russ tells her he likes her outfit and all of that. And both of them do, little inside activities. They doing a little bit of putt-putting. And they seem to be having a great time. They go and sit down and Debbie fucks it up by telling him about Osama and about the relationship and how she had, moved to, be with him in another country and it didn't work out. And the guy, Russ, was like, God damn. She talked too much. She's been out to date, which I don't know if that's something I would do. I doubt it though. But she's been out of the dating scene for so long, and Debbie is just a plain old liar, period, because you don't lie about your age. You may lie about your address. You may even lie and give them a fake ass phone number, but you don't lie about your age, because how do you come back from that, right? And if you will lie about your age, just my opinion, if you will lie about your age, there's other things your ass will lie about too. So I'm just, like, okay, Debbie, let's see. But it seemed like everything was just too much for Russ. And then she asked Russ out for another date. And I'm saying, girl, no, you just like, you don't ask how, you let the gentleman lead, right? In everything. And Debbie is just out of pocket, a damn liar. Right, Betty? Right, Betty? Exactly. She's just not ready for this. She's, she doesn't have any filters. And good luck to Debbie. I just think that this whole show is a joke. And again, I think that it is for a younger age bracket than me because I am just absolutely going to call out the fool la la of it all. But anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. I thank you all so much for being here. I saw that Raydella is here. Hey, Raydella. So I'll take off the subscribers mode only. I love you all. Y'all have a great night. And until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye, y'all.